rocking with
Ghetto Report.
Ghetto Report.
Ghetto Report.
Ghetto Report.
Ghetto Report podcast.
All right. So you know, you got the internet on fire. You're doing a lot of interviews and stuff like that. So we ain't gonna touch on everything that's already been out there. We're gonna touch on some of it. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna go back and touch on everything. It's crazy. What's up with the Terrence Gangsta Brooks thing though? Are you trolling?
Yeah, that's what I do. I love to troll. Yes.
So who you trolling with that?
Birdman.
Why is it Brooks?
Because he had did a going on live one time. Him and Hot Beezer was in a car.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, man, for the new year, I guess for his birthday in February, he was changing his name to Brooks. So I was like, okay, well, that's what we Brooks now. so I was like, okay, Terrence Brooks. So when I do my videos by me going through it with them, I started calling myself Terrence Brooks.
Okay. So why is he changing his name? You think? Is he serious, or is he just saying that because y'all got the same name? Or
I think, see, with him, bro, it's hard to tell. Because some days he be serious, some days he just be talking and talk, might be drunk or whatever. I don't know if he still drank, but I think he wanna disassociate himself from me.
Yeah,
because it's like nobody really expected me to really take off like I did. So now
he told you 15 minutes of fame.
5 minutes.
Oh, 5 minutes.
Yeah, when I first come on, he was like, man, you only get 5 minutes. Ain't nobody gonna want to keep hearing your story, so you gotta get it in. I was like, all right. So and it always registered in my mind what he told me.
Yeah.
And I'm one of the ones when somebody tell me something, I go against it.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, I don't believe that. I need more than 5.
Yeah. So where you at right now?
Like 20? An hour.
Okay.
No, 12 an hour.
You an hour?
Yeah, I'm an hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long you think you going for, man?
Honestly, I don't know, but I have done enough to put myself in a position where I can get into what I really want to do, is the movie game.
Okay.
So that's where it's at right now with me, because I know I'm not going to be hot long on this internet. However, the internet is a new TV. So steppers, ex-steppers, grandmothers, grandpas, everybody on it, YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
So when you want a good laugh, they come to the YouTube. So if I keep the content up, I could get me a run. The only thing is that a lot of people like to come for me, and I miss the answer right back.
Yeah.
But I have a nonprofit, so I be kind of leery. Like, these youngsters, they watching me.
Right.
So I be like, I could go back at you. So, but if the youngsters like, well, how you want to stop the beef, and you, so I be like, caught, but.
Yeah, but it's the internet, so
facts.
You're not doing it in the street.
No.
So, how can they get mad at that? They got to look at that and say, well, it ain't violence. You know what I'm saying? It's internet beef, Well,
you just help me out.
Yeah, it ain't violent.
Because I'm like, man, I don't want these youngsters to look, in this day and time, a lot of youngsters take everything for what it is. Like, well, I see this, so when you doing it, I want to do this, So my mind be on, what? I'm going to pick and choose what I'm going to go at, what I'm going to do. And I got to be careful what I say now, because I understand I got a lot of people's ear now.
Yeah. Well, you always say it in your videos, put the guns down.
Stop the fire.
This ain't no beef and stuff like that, because you've been through some real beef, you know what I'm saying? We know this ain't no beef.
No.
So you did Vlad.
Uh-huh.
It did numbers. It went crazy.
Okay.
You had the whole world watching. How did Vlad get in contact with you?
Well, okay, let me back up. Shout out to Queen France. When I was in prison, her and I used to converse. Mm-hmm. But with the life sentence, I used to be like, eventually.
Hey, you playing like you don't be knowing stuff, but you smart. You see how he said converse? He didn't say conversate. A lot of people say conversate instead of.
I learned all that in
okay.
prison.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So because I was like, I had met this guy from Louisiana. He had a mouthful of goals, and me and him was talking. Mm-hmm. And I said, man, you said such a. He said, I don't cuss. I was like, everybody with gold in their mouth cuss. So I started paying attention to him. He wouldn't. I was like, wow. I said, I want to try that, but it didn't work. But
it didn't work.
Then I had heard someone say, when a person cuss a lot, then that means their vocabulary is short.
Yeah.
So I was one of the ones that always like to learn.
Mm-hmm.
So, I always thought in the dictionary, the word in cursive. I thought that was the word in cursive.
Mm-hmm.
So dude, like, how you spell in cursive? So I go look in the dictionary one day, I couldn't find it. So it's like, no, it's cursive. But we put that word, not write in cursive.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that's the word.
Yeah.
You know? So I've always been one of the ones that had a fly mouth, slick mouth. So when I was in my state bid, I had said, yeah, I don't discriminate. So my daughter's mother had her friend on the phone because they used to always like to laugh and play with me, right? So she repeated. She was like, well, look at him talking about, oh, he don't discriminate. And I was like, I didn't say that. I say discriminate. So when I got the phone, I went, yo, how you? I was like, oh. So I'm like, man, I'm making people laugh, but I'm making a fool of myself.
Yeah.
So I got to get a little more education under my belt.
They wasn't laughing with you. They was laughing at you.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, wow. So
you fixed that, huh?
Yeah, I had to.
So I watched the interview and I heard you say you ain't originally from the Know Ya. You at what age did you start repping the Know Ya?
I broke out of juvenile jail in 91. So I started around, well, actually, let me back. In 90, I was repping the Know Ya because, you know, when you go to jail, it's like, if you're not repping the project, you're not really, you know what I'm saying? So I had the blessings of my best friend, Hank, stayed right across the street from the Magnolia.
Yeah.
So we would hang right there in the old side of the project right here. Then a guy used to call Till Will, my big brother, his auntie lived on Forest Street in the old side of the project. So I had an address. Yeah. Because they was doing this in juvenile jail. Oh, you got the project? What's your address? So I had an address. Yeah. You know, so I was repping the Know Ya then. And while I was in juvenile jail, my mother moved into Magnolia. Yeah. I was like, oh, now I really have an address? Yeah. Oh, it's on. Yeah. But now I'm repping the old side, but when my mother moved to project, it's the new side. Yeah. So I gotta go over here. Yeah. But the crazy part, when I broke out of juvenile jail, I was living on the new side of the project. Yeah. So, but I already used to go back to the 80s because to play football with a lot of those guys. Yeah. So I was already familiar with it, was already cool, you know. So, and now once I have a address, oh, it's up now.
Yeah, so everybody's like, oh, you live in here now?
Yeah, I'm back here, baby. Yeah.
Okay,
bro.
So you ain't had no problems with anybody like, man, you ain't from the Know Ya when you first started?
No, because like I said, I used to hang, like I said, my best friend Hank lived across the street from there. And in the 80s, I played football for this park called Taylor Park, which is a block from the Magnolia. And a lot of the guys out the Magnolia played for that park. Yeah. So I would go back to the Magnolia and hang out anyway. Yeah. You know, so they was already familiar with me. So, and then the crazy part about it, a lot of guys always thought I stayed back there anyway, because I'm always back there. Yeah. But I was living on Phillip Street then. Okay. But
was that in that circle you talk about, or
the circle?
Yeah.
No, the circle is it's two circles, right? Okay. Actually, let me say, just like this is. See how this circle right here and right here, right? This Claricoat. Yeah. You got the long driveway right here. We hung in 6 and Clara Circle, and the other homie hung over here. Like, we had started beefing with them. Yeah? Yeah, that's when OG Boo Black got his own shot off. Yeah. Yeah.
So what happened with that? Y'all squashed it? Or y'all talked about the same out the old side? I mean, out the new side too?
Yeah, same. Yeah. Like, my mother lived right here on Willow. Mm-hmm. Go right down the block. The dude we beef with live right here on Willow. Yeah. So everything, we got choppers out here. Yeah, we was cut up.
What y'all was beefing over?
It was something violent happened. Yeah. But the way it happened, it shocked everybody. It's like we all just hanging out one day. We all just cool. Like, we all homies, but y'all over here, we over here. Yeah. And it just went down. We like, whoa. So we just up, and everybody just took their side. Like, oh, I'm over here, but y'all over there. This is what it is. So
and y'all sitting there looking at each other every day.
Yeah. But then after that, no, it wasn't looking, because bullets started flying. And so some of them moved out the project, hiding. Their family still was back there. Yeah. But the main ones that was beef with, they was still ducking and hiding, but they was still coming back there. Yeah. And they had caught booby slipping.
I'm caught up in this fast life. Every morning that I pray, gotta make it out some way. Put a smile